Get out of here, idiot. It happened. It happened. Linux on the PlayStation 5. Finally. A game. I have been waiting for this for so long. I have had a fat PS5 in storage for the longest time. It was a new in-box launch model, low firmware, and then it got stolen, and I had no launch PS5. But then, through the power of filing an insurance claim and spending $900 on eBay, I once again have a launch PS5. Stop. So this is very fresh as far as I know. It was released 2 hours ago. I had other stuff to do right now, but looks like this is the stuff I'm doing right now. I would like to thank these two for the torture that you're about to witness throughout the rest of this video. And will that torture be me, or will that torture be the PS5? It will be a mutual torturing, I think, if it's anything like the PS4 Linux. We know all about PS4 Linux, don't we? PS5 Linux leverages a patched hypervisor vulnerability to transform your PS5 fat console running 3.xx or 4.xx firmwares into a highly capable Linux PC. And notice there's no asterisk here. You think it'll be good? What's the definition of highly capable? Oh, I cannot wait to find out. Okay, hold on. First things first, it's gotta be on 3.xx or 4.xx firmware. We should probably double check that that is us. So this PS5 is a CFI 1015A. That is the launchiest of launch models. If I recall, this one was firmware 3.00, but we should probably double check. 3.00. Okay, that's what I thought. So immediately we're doing pretty good. Oh, 3. Anything doesn't work with M.2 support? Never mind. Immediately we're doing pretty bad. I really would like to be able to install an M.2. We gotta give this thing its best shot. On PS4 Linux, we had to play games from an external USB hard drive, and I'm not doing that again. Oh, look at this. If you've got the M.2 SSD, you actually install Linux to the SSD. The PS4 had you booting Linux from the USB drive, which was pretty terrible, so we definitely want to do this. So it sounds like I have to update my coveted launch PS5, which stresses me out. I paid quite a bit to get one specifically in this range, but I guess if this is the intended use case, then I've got to do what we got to do. If you want to update to a specific firmware, download the correct pup and follow the official guide to upgrade your PS5. I guess that is what we will be doing at this time. Imagine I just screw up and I install the current firmware version. Oh, this would make this a much more depressing video. I assume the lowest 4.0, the better. Do you concur, GitHub? M.2 is supported on 4.00. Is there anything else we need that's higher than 4.00? No. Oh man, we're gonna be getting into the weeds, aren't we? Oh boy. Okay, turn off your PS5 console. Now that's a task I can perform. Good night. Using a PC or Mac, create a folder named PS5 on a USB drive formatted as FAT32 or exFAT. Get in there, you little exFatty. exFAT, good to go. PS5, update. Then we take the update, put it in the gherkin. Plug the USB drive containing the file into your PS5 console. Yes, sir, right away, sir. Start your PS5 console in safe mode. Press and hold down the power button, releasing after the second beep. Select Reset PS5. Reinstall system software. Okay. I did? Okay. What? Do you discriminate against USB-C flash drives? Well, I guess we'll find out. What? Do you discriminate against Type-C adapters too? Something is not working. Are you mad about the front USB port? Okay, I'm doing something wrong. The file's named ps5update.pup. It's under ps5 update file, ps5 update, and then the file. What am I doing wrong? I mean, we can try FAT32. Or not. How are we already at an impasse? Significantly crummier flash drive, go. You actually just binged disk part. I hate you. Clean the drive. Stop. FAT32. Why? And this is now frozen. Holy crap. Dude, what's going on? Yes, format it. Go. I would like nothing more. PS5. Update. Bon appetit. Rear USB port, just in case. Reinstall system software. Go. Okay. I will use the other USB port. What the fuck? Does the flash drive have to be in the console before it goes into safe mode? I'm gonna lose my mind. This is the most basic flash drive I have. It is not even USB 3. If it doesn't work on this, it's not working on anything. I am putting myself through 5 megabytes per second to hopefully get this to work. I swear I'm gonna have to set up an appointment with my therapist if this does not work. Come on. Okay. I don't know what to do. I mean, we can try safe mode again. Hold on, this website has official firmwares and it also has recovery firmwares. Which one did I download? Oh, the recovery one is totally a different file size. You gotta be kidding me. We take the new one, put it in there, fix the name, front type C port, because I'm a sucker. Of course. Of course. Sometime between now and then, the laptop has stopped working. It's been charging the whole time, man. Why? What does the world not want me to find out by gaming on my PS5 Linuxly? Oh, there it is. It's all right. Just a dull moment. Nothing to be worried about. Okay, moving on. USB drive with minimum 64 gigs. Ideally external SSD to install and run Linux. This is a dummy fast flash drive. I think it'll do. USB Ethernet wireless LAN adapter. Well, that's kind of weird, but if you say so, guide. USB LAN adapter. USB keyboard and mouse. Oh yeah. M.2 SSD compatible on PS5. There is an official guide for this. PCI Express Gen 4x4 supported. Well, the only 4x4 SSD that I have is this one. It's a PMB9B1 Samsung? Yeah, smash snug. Recommended 5,500 megabytes per second or faster. Is that us? No, not even close. Man, is that really all I've got? Look at this goofy one. What the heck is going here? Oh, hold on. I've got a 1 terabyte little baby guy. Let me look this one up. Yeah, a little bit. We're still not in the recommended spec. What does a fast SSD cost nowadays? It couldn't be more than $8. Never mind. Congratulations, sir, on your new position as the PS5's Linux SSD. A Bluetooth dongle. Okay, clearly they don't have a lot of the wireless drivers set up yet. Configure PS5 settings. Don't forget the critical step of naming your account Brongolis. Required. Enable rest mode features. System, power saving, features available in rest mode. Supply power to USB ports has to be always. HDMI. Enable HDMI device link has to be on. System software update and settings, disable automatic updates, and turn off automatic error reporting. We are now set up. Time to get a Linux image. What about this one? Will this one right here not do? This is a pretty good Linux image. We need to install WSL now. Things don't tend to go well when I run Linux on my Windows. You know what would be really funny is if I busted out the Linux PS4 and we installed Linux on the PS5 using Linux on the PS4. Oh, then we could recreate the meme. The really old one where I'm like, I'm hacking my Leapfrog with a Linux PS4 because my Mac doesn't work or something like that. If you've never heard of WSL, it's kind of like running a Linux terminal virtual machine on Windows, except it's not a virtual machine. I lack the knowledge to explain properly what it is, but essentially it just gives you a Linux computer in the terminal on Windows, but it's not a VM. Don't think about it too hard. Gonna let our Ubuntu update, then do some advanced copy and pasting. Hooray, we now have Docker. Oh, are we literally building the entire distro on my computer right now? Oh, whoa, I think so. Well, we're doing something. I'm not gonna pretend like I know exactly what I'm doing here. Cut that part out. Makes me look like a fucking dummy. No. Gotta say, this is a pretty enjoyable Linux experience, let alone a WSL experience. I am absolutely knocking on wood at this time, just in case, because you never know, but this has been pretty nice. Was not nearly this nice on PS4 Linux. Oh no. How's the CPU doing? Oh, it's doing. How fortunate I happen to have a ton of RAM in this computer. Imagine how long it would have taken to compile the kernel for this Linux image on the PS4. Done. Wow, that took forever. But we have our orders. We'll plug in our turbo speed flash drive. Actually, how fast is this flash drive? 390 read, 340 write. Hold on, is that meaningfully slower than like a proper USB USB SSD? Oh, wait, the USB SSD is slower? Oh, not with the write speed. Nope, not there. All right, fine. I guess we'll just do that. This is not bad, though. This is actually pretty decent for a flash drive. I'll put a link to this in the description if you want one of those, I guess. Now, with the power of Balena Etcher. Wait, where do I find the files that WSL made? In the Linux folder? Ubuntu? Oh. Yes, it is. Mysterious Linux folder. How does it work? We have our image. We have our drive. Large drive. Sorry, I'm married. Flash. Oh, an unusually large drive. I insist. I'm taken. Yes, I'm sure. Oh, the anticipation. What are we gonna play? What are we gonna do? I feel like a pioneer exploring the new PlayStation Linux world. What will we spread European diseases to today? Flash completed. We now must install USB IPD? If you say so, GitHub tutorial. Do I agree to all the source agreement's terms? But of course. USB IPD list. That's what it said to do. I'm trying to find the boosted of my drive. Don't work. Do I need an admin shell? Yes. Oh, I think we're like forwarding the USB port to WSL. I think our drive is 2-2. So we will give it 2-2. Go. Didn't work. Oh, I have to keep a command prompt open for it? Hold on, WSL. Okay, it's open. Do it again. Yay. Okay, this is actually like really wacky. Yeah, look at that. There's my drive and it's in Linux now. This is really cool. WSL has gotten way better, or I've just gotten less bad at using it. I say as I'm literally just copying and pasting commands. Wait, why are we now wiping the drive we just flashed? Oh, that... Reading comprehension 0. All right, plugging in our USB SSD. Oh, wait, nope, we're not done with PC stuff yet. Configure fake DNS to point manuals.playstation.net to your PC's IP address. So we replace this, and now we are running... Never mind, we don't have Python. Python is like fully Windows Store now? M6? Isn't that like a Windows Store app, but you didn't get it from the Windows Store? Why though? Why? I mean, that was fairly painless, I guess. Just kind of hurts my soul a little. Okay, fake DNS. Yay. Wait, this is just the Python installer. So we installed the installer with the installer. And it doesn't even work. Okay, that one was my bad. Fake DNS, go! Could not start server. Is another program on UDP 53? I would love to check if I knew what that meant. I found a way to see all of the used ports. UDP port 53 is not being used on my IP though. But it is being used on 0.0.0.0. So we kill that task. 6612. This couldn't possibly go wrong. Nope, it didn't work. Shared access was that one program on 0.0.0.053? What is shared access? What? I googled svchost.exe and the brain damaged Google AI got it wrong. It said svshost.exe and then it told me it's malware because my file name is different. You changed the file name! Is this related to WSL? Maybe, maybe not. Well, I'm just gonna start stopping services based on what this random superuser.com post says. Host network service, gone. Internet connection sharing, gone. Windows could not stop it. This has to be because of WSL. I can't prove it, but I think it's because we've got this like file sharing thing going on between Ubuntu and between Windows. This sucks. I don't know what to do. This penguin is ruining my life. I don't know. Restart. Nope, that didn't do it. It didn't work on here. It didn't work in WSL. It didn't work in this random K Ubuntu VM, but it sure did work on my editing PC for some reason. It's because it hasn't been infected by WSL. So this is the part where I have to set the PS5's DNS settings to my PCs for the exploit, which means I think we have to connect to Wi-Fi. It's just a little spooky when I really don't want it to update. I mean, we turned off automatic updates, so it should be fine. I think I am just gonna use an Ethernet cable instead though, because it's way easier to just physically yoink that thing to disconnect it if I get too spooked. Primary DNS, it's gonna be my PC. Secondary is all 0. God, this feels awful. I do not want to connect to the internet. I really do not want to do that. I don't like this. I'm just waiting for the pop-up now to be like, would you like to update your system? Can't connect to the internet. I think that's actually what we want. That's fine. We just had to have set it up, and it looks like it's set up. So now we go to user manual in settings and accept untrusted certificate prompt run. I imagine that's this. Okay. User guide. We supposed to be doing something? Is this the exploit? Okay. Okay, he says. Also, it is so funny that you can't use the trackpad here, even though there's a mouse. You have to use the joystick. We are connected to LAN. What the problem? Is it using IPv6? Well, I can't do anything about that. I guess I can just give myself a random IP. I bestow upon you 8. Great, now there are 2 of them. Nope, same thing. Is this not the user manual? I am also running this. The fact that it pops up like this on my PC means I think the DNS thingy is working. I'm looking at the issues. There is no such thing as a Steam game. Explain that to John Steam game. I don't know what else to try, so we'll try Wi-Fi. I should have knocked harder. I knew it. This is kind of sucking. User guide. What is the deal? Oh! Wait, did I do it? Yes. Hey! I did like a billion different things, including hosting my own web server and then going into my router's DNS settings to try and troubleshoot this. So I don't technically know what fixed it, but I think the issue was with the firewall on Windows. I just allowed port 443 on TCP and UDP and magical time, I guess. Jeez, finally, okay. Jailbreak. Ooh. Now we download this elf. I'm supposed to run SOCAT and got no SOCAT. Acquiring SOCAT. Now we send it a lot of 9s. Enjoy. Command prompt. Try again. Did it work? I bet this is a thing that would just work better on Linux. Hold on, let's go back into WSL. WSL, SOCAT, go. Oh wait, that's the wrong IP. WSL, SOCAT, go. Whoa, hey, that did something. Please wait for the orange light to stop blinking and then wake up to Linux. Oh, it turned off. Whoa, hold on. Is this it? Are we ready? If all is successful, the payload will automatically go into rest mode. Wait until the orange LED stops blinking and becomes static. Only then press the power button again to boot your PS5 into Linux. If the boot is successful, the LED should turn white. I think we're good to press the power button. Linux. It said if the LED turns white, this is successful. Is this where the LED is? This is like the second time I've ever used this PS5. Oh, whoa! Whoa! There we go! Not exactly the most grand welcome of all time. Okay, let's do this correctly. First boot, configure your system and memorize your login password. Oh shoot, it's keyboard time. Goodbye, controller. Hello, my dirty friend. Typing, gaming, full name. Gamer. What do we got for stock avatars? They're not as good as Windows XP. Oh, they got a PS4 controller. But I love me a sliced tomato. Gaming. Gamers are not weak. And that's it. We can just use it. This is like real. It's just Ubuntu. PS4 Linux was like out of the Twilight Zone. Wow. Okay. It does say that we should disable screensaver as it is currently buggy. Whoops. No, let's not, no! Why didn't it go to the screensaver settings? Okay, what do? I killed it. Of course, it recommends installing Firefox on first boot, of course. Okay, well, she ain't turning back on. Do you think we can just shut it down? Holding the power button does not turn it off. Oh, I was wrong. Can we just cold boot it again? It's not turning back on. Oh, I've got the cold sweats now. Oh. Never mind, we're good. So we can just run this again, I take it, and then run the SOCAT thing again. It didn't work that time. Well, actually, should we just take this opportunity to install the M.2 SSD? Yeah, let's do that. Let's see, do I meet the requirements for the official Sony M.2 installation guide? Before you begin, you'll need a well-lit room with a table to work on. Yeah, I got one of those. A #1 Phillips or crosshead screwdriver. Oh yeah. I've got one of those. Linus and I, we're doing business again. Transparent ratcheting LTT screwdriver with all the bits. You know the one. How can you not know about this thing? So if you want to get one of these awesome screwdrivers and you want to help support the channel, description. Go down there. Description down there. A small flashlight optional. To be fair, it said being small was optional. Touch a metal grounded object to remove any static electricity from your body. Done. So we gotta take the DVD drive side off. Oh, this doesn't feel good. What a large piece of plastic. Very odd. I assume it goes in the M.2 shaped hole. Oh, that's cute. They got the PlayStation buttons on the screw. It looks like they planned for me to put a tiny SSD in here, luckily. So we'll just move the standoff, put in a little guy. Sony's always been pretty good about upgrading the storage on their consoles, huh? I know the PS3 was super easy. PS4 was pretty easy. PS2 had that big honkin' hard drive thing, unlike the Xbox, which basically demands a child sacrifice to upgrade the hard drive on any of them. Oh wait, last step. We have to use the flashlight. 3, 2, 1. Now it's complete. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Lucky for us, we're not playing PS5 games. We are simply reading the user guide. It's harmless. The Dell laptop broke again. Send the SoCat. Okay, for the love of God, how do I disable the screensaver? Is it automatic screen blank? Do not turn off screen, ever. Automatic screen lock. No, don't ever do that. Lock screen on suspend. No. Now, what was the deal about having to use a USB Ethernet card? Can we seriously not just plug it into the back? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, I tried. Internet secured. We'll install Firefox because it asked nicely. Do we have to download all of GNOME to install Firefox? Yeah, okay. This is a snap moment. Oh, now look at this. We're far enough into this that I can just use the PS5 on its own jailbreaking guide. You're out of the job, Dell. See you later. I think this is our graphics driver. Get one of those. I'll clone this because it told me to. So now I think we can use the SSD, the M.2 SSD that we just installed, to do the actual booting of Linux so that we're not using the USB SSD. Wait, repairing? Why did it say it was repairing the SSD? Hopefully that's fine. Oh no. We've crashed. It doesn't seem to want to boot into the M.2 install. Oh wait, this is the first setup screen. Oh, maybe I did do it. Aha, I did. Root is now on the NVMe. Okay, that's pretty sweet. I'm pretty sure I do still have to have the external SSD connected in order to boot, but you know, whatever. So we'll reinstall Firefox and the drivers. I think we're all set up. What's the first thing we're gonna do? Oh, should we go write a document? Download a torrent? Oh my God, they don't have Super Tux Cart. Throw it away. This was pointless. Okay, there is one app that I did want to get. So this is gonna take a scan of all the hardware on this thing. Boom, now we can just go to this URL. Look at that, we can see all the junk on here. Here's our GPU, some sound device. Do we have sound? Yes, we have sound. Excellent. Does that sound screwy because it's this video? Yeah, that does sound a little screwy. I mean, it's Linux on the PS5. What did you expect? To be fair, it does just say detected. It doesn't say works. So here's the built-in Ethernet controller. It looks like there's just no driver for it right now. I mean, this exploit is so fresh that I'm not too surprised. Someone's gonna have to write one, and it's not gonna be me. This is the SSD? Yeah, the internal SSD, not the M.2. Interesting. This is like Sony branded. What happens if I just look this up? Yep, that's a PS5 thing. There's currently no driver for that either. Wow, I wonder if they get this working, if you'll be able to have like direct access to the internal drive of the PS5. Maybe then they can use that as another like cleaner exploit method instead of having to do the web browser user guide shenanigans. Now here's our SSD, all kinds of other fun stuff. No HD coprocessor for us. Lots of random system peripheral. Oh, this is probably the Type-C port. Supports DisplayPort alt mode? I guess that makes sense, because isn't that where the VR headset goes? This is like my signature on a Linux hardware probe. If you're on this website and you see a Linux hardware scan that has Cherry Touch Board on it, the odds that I uploaded it are insanely high. Well, there we go. Let's see, am I the first Linux scan? Has anyone ever had a scan with this Ethernet controller? No. What about this SSD? No. Wow, did I get the first scan? Oh, that's so cool. Because usually, look at at this. We go to like my SSD that I installed. Look, see, there's a couple other scans of people that also have that SSD that did a scan. But there's nothing here on the other devices. I'm claiming it. I'm the first scanner. Here's this. I know you guys are gonna ask. There's some pretty epic CPU and GPU names. So we've got 16 gigs of RAM here. I'm pretty sure that's split between the CPU and the GPU, just like on the PS4. It's actually not a ton. It's not nothing. It's not 8 gigs. PS4. I think it's Steam time. Or not. I will fix this by going to the website and downloading it. Install Steam. My Windows skills saves the day again. We gotta push this one harder this time. It's capable of so much more than the PS4. Counter-Strike 2, Cyberpunk, Doom Eternal, GTA 5 Enhanced, Master Chief Collection, Team Fortress 2, and Hitman 3. This is a stacked lineup. I don't think we've pushed a computer harder than this on the channel yet. My expectations are incredibly high, but I don't really know if they even should be, because at the end of the day, it's a PlayStation 5 running Linux and this exploit just came out. If we have less than 5 crashes, I'll be happy. But first, Minecraft. I couldn't figure out how to get the statistics to display. So in addition to Minecraft Java Edition, we also have Spinning Cube. Spinning Cube will live up here, providing us some nice statistics. Don't look at the FPS though, because that's the FPS of the Spinning Cube, not the game. Actually, I'll do you one better. There you go. You can't even see it. All right. So far, so good. 60 FPS, no problem. What are the settings? We're running at whatever random resolution this chunk of the screen is. That's probably equivalent of like 900p, I don't know. We'll do VSync off, preset maximum. We're gonna do fabulous. Maximum render distance, all this other kind of sort of fancy stuff. Well, it's still Minecraft, except now I can see very far. Although with VSync off, now we can actually see the maximum FPS that we're getting. Around 105-ish. That is really good. I mean, it's Minecraft. But at the same time, you could also say, well, you know, for Minecraft, that's pretty good. Minecraft giveth and Minecraft taketh away sometimes. It looks like we don't have any statistics for the GPU at all. Although I do believe that the Flow, who's the dev of this Linux thing, did say that he's working on getting that working. By the time this video comes out, this will be the worst state that this Linux thing is in. And you know what? If that's the case, we're in a pretty good spot with this project. The ones who were there for PS4 Linux. I know I keep bringing it up, but those who were there for that will know this is in a pretty good spot. Unsuspecting villagers. Perfect. So the CPU's getting up to like 53 to 54 degrees Celsius. That is excellent. It's varying from like 20% to like 50% load-ish. And there is an option to turn the fan on to like a higher powered fan curve. I did do that. So we are running at maximum coolage until someone finds a way to just turn the thing on to 100% all the time, inevitably. I think there was somebody in that Discord that said that he was going to make a computer cluster out of PS5s. That guy's going to figure out a 100% always fan curve. I think there's also like a boost mode for the CPU of some kind to let the CPU and GPU work a little harder than normal. We'll have to try that later. I would say we have placed a reasonable amount of TNT. It could be much worse than this, I say to these villagers as they're about to have their entire world obliterated. Good luck, PS5. That was not a challenge at all. That was far too easy. I said it could be worse. Let's make it worse. If you are rich and have a good computer and don't know what a lag is, then find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to find out. Where does it set off from? Oh, I'm supposed to fall in there. Okie dokie. Ooh. Oh, it's, ooh. Oh, that was it. Oh, that wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. I don't think this world is optimized for maximum damage. I mean, like, it's lagging behind a little bit in, like, the simulation. But, I mean, it's kind of fine. Can we go harder? Oh, no. I didn't even light it. What's happening? The game's technically running. This looks like a slideshow, but I promise you, look at the spinny cube. It's running. Oh, what the heck? Oh my, I haven't lit it. What's happening? We killed it somehow by just entering a super flat world with TNT and snow on top. That shouldn't have done it. That was so anticlimactic. Oh, I think it's because I didn't put a bedrock layer on super flat. So every single layer of TNT that I had made, which there was several of, was just falling into the void. And it was trying to do all those physics calculations. This should work better. Ah, there we go. Oh, an audience. Man, the insurance rates around here must be crazy. This is so sad for you guys. I'm so sorry for all of you. Okay, let's see. Oh! Oh, that's it. No, oh, we got a couple more. Our RAM is not really that high. 6.5 gigs out of 16. CPU has apparently just given up. Oh, there's another frame. The CPU is working less than it was just walking around. Yeah, the RAM is technically creeping up. Okay. Well, I guess that's about what I expected. Hold on, we're getting pro messing up the game tips from the wife in real time. We have to add a bunch of RAM, apparently.
At least that's what I do whenever I play.
What if we used all of it? Okay, upon receiving the wife tech tip, we have maxed out the allocated RAM. Let's see if it was worth it. What? Oh, there it goes. Well, it doesn't appear to really be working harder. 0 out of 10 wife tech tip, I gotta say.
But a 10 out of 10 wife. I'm gonna make a joke and you're gonna hate it.
What's the joke?
You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about.
This is what that was in reference to, by the way. She saw my tiny flash drives and had to make sure I felt, less than adequate. We will start with what I assume will be running the best out of all of our games here today, and that would be TF2. How's a Vulcan ain't nobody got time for that. What? I didn't even have this open. No, I don't want it open. I swear this is in a better state than the PS4. I swear, you have to believe me. We're gonna do maximum settings. Not this though, not this. We're gonna do 2x. Looks like TF2 has not changed. All right, well, we're getting a cool 270 FPS. Wait, corner test. 325, that was the highest I saw. Whoops, I'm laughing at the corner. The performance is great, but the gameplay at the moment kind of sucks. This is one of the TF2 moments of all time. Oh, I can't get back in. No, I can't get back in. It's over. It's over. Oh. Nice. I'm kind of just playing the game now. The frame rate has since become less good, but it's still extraordinarily playable. Wow, the team is getting yoinkied on. And after a crushing defeat, I think we will move on. There is no chance in the world that this will run worse than the PS4. We'll do very high. All the settings here. Whoa, wait, you can do this here? I didn't know you could do that. Whoa, look, you can do all kinds of stuff. Can you tell I don't play this game that often? Oh, okay. Again. What is wrong with the mouse? What? It's no matter what I do, it just returns it to center. What is happening? I can't move. I can't move out of the center. This is a scam. I have a feeling this has something to do with like full screen. We'll just try windowed. No, this did not fix it. This is a hyper bizarre issue to be having. I've never seen anything like this. My teammates are probably like, gee, why does this guy named Bring His Studio suck? I'm trying, folks, I'm trying. We plug in the DualSense 5 of functionality. I'm out of USB ports. We plug in Type-C adapter. Remote desk, what? Watch this, if I move the joystick, remote desktop, I guess? Oh, now I can use the mouse on the joystick. Okay, I guess that's remote desktop, I guess. It still doesn't work. I can't It returns to center. What if I super increase the sensitivity? No, I can just try to leave the center faster. It's so broken. Now I'm like looking up. What's happening? Reset defaults. I think I jinxed it by saying that this couldn't work worse than the PS4. I at least got a kill on the PS4. It's not playable. I mean, the performance is great. 75 FPS, 11 gigs of RAM used, 16% CPU. It'd be a computer. That's the thing I'm noticing with this thing. Well, when things are actually working correctly, it's basically just a computer. It works like an average Linux computer, which is not perfect. Oh, hey, I did get a kill. All right, I'm taking it. We're done here. How long has the audio not worked? It has left us. Restart. Does that count as a crash? I wanted less than 5 crashes. I love how every time it reboots from Linux, the PS5 just acts like it's got a penguin-induced hangover and freaks out. I mean, I usually don't feel too good when people trick me into using Linux either, so I get it. I can't drive any Hondas. I just get nauseous. That was an extremely niche reference to the fact that Hondas use Android-based infotainment, which itself is Linux-based because it's Android. Subscribe, or I will explain every joke like this going forward. Doom Eternal. Wait, there's still no sound. Well, no, I can hear it. Extremely faintly, I can hear it, but on OBS, it doesn't say I'm getting any audio. Wait, it's like coming from the PS5. What? Wait, it's coming from the controller. You can use a PS5 controller as a speaker for a PC? I always thought that was a mic. What? How long have you been able to do this? Why has this never happened to me before? This is bizarre in the coolest way. Oh, so it didn't crash. It just set this to the active audio device earlier and I didn't realize. Overall quality, ultra nightmare, just how we like it. Ray tracing on. Oh, that one's gonna hurt. 1080p. This works so good. It's just locked to 120 FPS. Ultra nightmare. I have tried and failed to make this game run bad. You just can't. You can't do it. Our audio is still incredibly screwy, but you know, that's just how it is on PS5 Linux, I suppose. Okay, Doom Eternal, have a nice day. Oh, well, rip my GTA 5 save file, I guess. I have not played GTA 5 Enhanced Edition. I imagine it is nicer looking and runs worse. Oh, yeah, give me that maximum RT, brother. VSync, goodbye. Wow, that looks bad. That looks very bad. We have a red line. Oh boy, here we go. Video memory exceeded. Whoops, it won't even let us. Can we go very high RT? Oh, we barely don't have enough VRAM. We can do very high with no RT. Our FPS is suspiciously limited to exactly 30. Well, frame limit's off. Is it VSync? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, we're getting like 150. So we're dealing with a lack of VRAM problem then, because it seems like this thing has more to give processing wise. It says we're only using half a gig of VRAM, so clearly that statistic does not work. It must get bundled up with RAM because it's all unified GDDR6 for the CPU and GPU. Not unlike the PlayStation 5 APU motherboard weird thing that I covered on my second channel. That is exactly the same setup because that thing is PS5 parts. Might be a cool one to watch. Don't think I was supposed to do that. I'm a little upset my save file's gone, so we're just gonna call that good. Master Chief Collection. This is gonna be a funny one. All right. You're seeing it, guys. Even with a modded, homebrewed console, I do believe this is the first time a Halo game has ever been playable on a PlayStation. I truly don't think any other modded console can play any Halo game. I don't think it can be done. There's like the weird fan Halo games on like the PSP and stuff, but this is like the legit game. Well, you know, I guess you could boot it on the PS4 now that I'm thinking about it. I'm sure someone's done that. Yeah, never mind. Maybe that reveal was not nearly as epic as I thought it was. Behold, the only time we're running a Halo game on a PlayStation has happened for the second time. Halo 2 Enhanced. Maxed out. The audio is in a sorry state, but we're getting 120 FPS. Who cares? This is just great. Everything just runs great. It's almost boring. There have been barely enough issues to keep me entertained so far. Well, now I'm curious. Oh, Mutahar did it?
And that's like with the old graphics. I mean, you set the graphics up to high. Try running Halo.
Well, it doesn't look... I mean, this is the PS4 experience. Okay, well, it technically runs. All right, well, I'm almost comfortable saying that this is actually the first time Halo is running on a PlayStation. Technically not, but essentially yes. Pretty zany. Hitman. Level of detail. Ultra. DLSS frame gen off. We couldn't run it anyway. VSync off. It even has the signature Hitman whine. Listen to this. But what if... Thank you. Silent Assassin suit only on the PS5. I'll be the first in the world to do it. Oh, whoops. Well, there goes that.
Please move on.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Would you mind just... Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Oh, finally. This is also running phenomenal. 90 FPS, just hanging out. 40% CPU usage, that is a bit higher than we've seen. Bye-bye. Trust me, I know how to play Hitman. This is the best way to play Hitman. No one will know that I'm a bad guy when I'm a scientist who happens to be holding a shotgun, but don't worry about that. Oh, look at that. You get 240 FPS when you die. Why don't I just stay dead? And good old Cyberpunk 2077. Connection failed. I think we briefly got like 700 FPS. Will this actually let us do maximum RT? That's crazy. Okay, good luck. Wow. Oh, that's great. Oh, I couldn't have asked for a better send-off. Woo! 10 FPS! How do you feel about motion blur? Oh, this is... Oh, I'm gonna stop. Oh, we never tried out boost mode. We have to try out boost mode. This is a good time to do it, I guess. Stop, go away. I think it was PS5 control. Boost on? Yes. Okay, so we're boosted. Let me double check that our fan is on. Stop, I don't care. We were getting 10 to 12 FPS, and now we're getting 15 to 17 FPS. That is a win. Definitely running hotter. It's like 10 degrees hotter now, at least. You know what, for being maxed out, doing RT, stuff a base PlayStation 5 should never in its lifetime be doing. We haven't really crashed, like, at all. I haven't had to tweak many settings at all. I mean, I've tweaked the graphics settings in games, but I haven't had to touch like the rest of Linux hardly at all. I am quite impressed. I've never been more impressed with 15 FPS in my life. Well, I guess that'll do it for PS5 Linux. Who would have thought that a modded PlayStation 5 is actually one of the least temperamental Linux machines that I've ever used on this channel? I expected far worse, but son, you delivered. I'm so proud of you. Not bad for the second-born son. His brother, the first-born PlayStation 5, was stolen. I'm still not over it. Also, I developed this cool little thingamabob. This is a Luck Fox Pico. It's a little tiny board thing, kind of like a Raspberry Pi, but it's got a honkin' RJ45 on it. I am using this thing to easily boot into Linux on the PS4, excuse me, PS5. So if you want to avoid the entire mess that I went through in the beginning, setting up all the network stuff and setting up the scripts on the laptop, I'll have a link to one of these in the description, and I will have a link to my code, like an SD card image that you can download off of GitHub. Flash that to the SD card, stick it in there, plug this into the Ethernet, and you're good to go. Thanks for sticking around for this video. This one has been a long time coming. Let me know if there's anything else we should try and bother doing on this thing. Maybe with enough decent suggestions, I can make like a second channel little part 2 thingy. Or maybe like a stream out of it, I don't know. Okay. Good night, Gracie.